an original presentation of USA Football for a better, safer game. In Chinese culture, Ping Shu means the art of storytelling. It is an oral tradition passed down to each generation, most often chronicling heroes that demonstrate rare courage or overcome seemingly endless opposition. And while the narrative, or Shu, is important, it is the lessons learned, the Ping, that give each story its significance. So as the best young American football players prepare for a modern journey to the Middle Kingdom, the question of their Ping Shu remains. Will the story of this American team be one of triumph or tragedy?
It's official, it's official.
I'ma do this here forever. Forever. 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 I'ma do this here forever.
So where are you from?
I'm from Mississippi.
Mississippi, oh yeah. How many touchdowns did you score this year?
38.
On your feet?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You ever been out of the country?
Huh?
You ever been out of the country? Yeah. It's a new one for me. I've heard it's a big culture shock.
With only 5 days to prepare before leaving for China, the U.S. Under-19 national team players must quickly acclimate to their environment.
I'm from Cedar Park, Texas. I play linebacker, and I have never been out of the country before, so this will be my first time. It's a new experience. Got to learn the defense and everything before I feel comfortable, so it should be interesting.
What do you hope to accomplish?
Gold medal, baby. Let's go.
When the front of your jersey reads USA, there is only one color of medal that is acceptable in international competition, especially when that game bears your name. As the U.S. Under-19 national team gathers for the first time, the expectations are clear.
Welcome. Welcome to the challenge you've accepted. Right? It is. It's going to be a challenge. And we're going to get tested. Every day. Not only here in the United States, but overseas. So we're going to do it together. Right? Nobody matters but us 60. Right? You've heard your coaches talk about it a lot of times. Us against the world. Now it's true.
Playing for the U.S. has been a rite of passage for some of the biggest names in the game. Yet the outcome of the tournament is anything but decided.
Low snap, set up the screen to Amoa, looked a little surprised, but he makes the catch, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Amoa's still on his feet and he's into the end zone.
In 2012, Canada defeated the U.S. to claim gold in Austin, Texas. 2 years later in Kuwait, the U.S. got their revenge and brought home the gold with a 40-17 victory over Canada in the finals. The theme is clear for the 2016 tournament. Defend your title.
Somebody's trying to take what's ours. That's what this thing's about. Defend your title. 7 other nations are trying to take what's ours.
Whenever you have an opportunity to represent your country
on a world stage, it's magnificent.
I mean, the fact that we going overseas and playing other countries and showing them what USA football is all about, it's awesome.
We're gonna represent for USA, you know what I'm talking about? Salute, everything.
Guys, if you're excited to be here, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you're excited to be here, let me get a oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, guys, I am excited, okay? I'm ecstatic about having the opportunity to coach this team, okay? Being a head coach means a whole lot. Going and represent our country, okay, in foreign land. That's what it's about, okay? The USA way, all right? We're here to defend our title, all right? Canada has a false sense of reality, okay, because they beat us 4 years ago. That's not gonna happen this time. That won't happen this time. When we leave China, we're coming home with the gold medal, okay? That's the expectation that everyone in here should have at all times.
All right, here we go, guys. We're early. Hey, O-line, let's go. Get them in the end zone. Quarterbacks, running backs, give me a line right here. Hey, we'll tighten it up in the middle. I'll show you. We'll dress it up. You got me? Get your lines closer. I'll show you how it's going to go. Hey, we're going to do this military style. It's our game. It's our way. It's got to be structured the way we want it structured. Here we go. When I came here, I don't think they had a warm-up guy, and after 3 or 4 meetings, they said, that's our warm-up guy. When I say dress, you in the front of the line, you're going to throw your hands up like this. You understand me?
The approach of the U.S. coaching staff calls for 2 items above all else: attention to detail and enthusiasm.
In my mind, I think, what is American football? What are we, man? We're Newt Rockney, man. We're Woody Hayes. We're Bo Schembechler. We're Bear Bryant. The way we do this represents the way we do everything, you understand? But look at that, man. My freaking hair standing up. I mean, that's what we are. We're the United States of America. This is our game. So when we go on the field, we're going to be sharp, crisp, represent the United States of America. My little boy's name's Bear Bryant. You know, my other son's name's Bo after Bo Schembechler. So, I mean, that's what we are to me, you know? And, you know, if they were coaching this game today, how would they do it? Do it the American way, baby!
Coach Williams' demeanor is a product of his past, set in motion the first time he stepped on a football field in Buchanan, West Virginia.
I went down and signed up for football, and we were doing a little hitting drill, you know, little league stuff. Set up the cone drills, hit. That was the first day I wore pads, and I just tattooed him, man. I ran right through him, and Coach picked me up and praised me, and it was like, you know, one of the first times I can remember ever just getting praised, like, good job. And I didn't have a dad. I needed something, you know, and, you know, football, you know, from that day on, wasn't my life.
He would attend Buchanan Upshur High School, where it was the tough love of his high school football coach that changed the direction of his life.
I wouldn't have had a chance, man, if it wasn't for Mike Michaels. I wouldn't have a chance. I wouldn't be here. He kicked me off the team my junior year, going into my senior year because I didn't act right. And all I wanted to do was play football. And he said, I've never let a kid come back that's done what you've done. And I was just messing up. Coach didn't balk, you know. That saved my life.
Despite a successful senior season, Williams did not receive a college scholarship. So days after graduation, he signed up for the U.S. Marine Corps and headed straight to the First Gulf War.
I had passion, I had work ethic, man. I had a motor, I had all the tangibles. I didn't have discipline, I didn't have structure, I didn't have a lot of the puzzle, and that was just another piece that was coming to the puzzle.
His next chapter would last a decade, including playing college football and a professional bull riding career, traveling across North America and earning a successful living. But it was another chance encounter on the football field that would ultimately determine his fate.
You stay on your journey, man, the pieces of the puzzle will start falling into place. And I remember to this day, I'm standing out there in Merritt, Oklahoma, and they're kicking the ball off under the lights Friday night, and it was almost like the heavens opened up. It was like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do, dude. And I never looked back. You're gonna get everything we got. It's our game, you understand? Yes, sir. So when I say ready, you gotta say attack! 30 States, USA! 30 States, USA! Oh! Let's go, let's go!
The U.S. U.S. roster is a combination of rising high school seniors, a few talented juniors, and a handful of college freshmen. But if there is one characteristic they all share, it's speed.
On the ball, here we go. Liz.
Yeah, right here. All right, hey, I like it. Let's go.
Boop. Get away from the line of scrimmage. We want there to be separation between you and the linemen.
Leading the way are a pair of receivers from the Garden State.
Nice, Zeke.
Eddie Lewis from New Jersey's Mater Dei, and Ezekiel Ennis from Augustine Prep.
You got kids from all over the place, from California, Texas, things like that. So we all have different personalities, and we all here trying to do one thing and complete one mission.
But as is typical early in camp, it's the defense that is ahead of the offense.
Here we go, yeah! Eat it up, baby, eat it up!
This fact is not lost on one of the youngest players of the team, Dallas Blacklock Jr., who also doubles as one of the most vocal.
Like people can sing. Everybody can sing, everybody has a voice, everybody can sing. You know what I'm saying? But singing, it's a lot of soul when it comes into singing. And you put that in sports too, like you can play your position good, you can do your job. And then like at a certain point you can take over. And that's the difference between a singer and a singer, and a football player and a baller.
Where's my dog at them? You can't just guess and keep on running. I gotta have you hit that C gap. Okay, you just kept on drifting in there. Hit the C gap because he cut back right there.
Defensive coordinator Matt Hennessy, like all the coaches on the U.S. staff, is a head coach back at home.
How many?
He brings an aggressive style that yields success, as his Pirates in Locust Grove, Oklahoma haven't lost a regular season game in 3 years.
Good! Stack pinch. Blitz the right B gap. Right B gap. Flap. Jay, getting a zero. Big Mac, you don't know what a B gap is? Yeah, stack pinch. But did you not know the call, stack pinch? So you had B gap anyway, right? Hey, cover this back tight end. Outside. Take a good angle. Oh, that's dirty, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Let's go.
While execution is important, for head coach Dennis Thomas, his motivation for coaching is to positively influence young lives.
As a young man, I grew up without my father, right? So the coach actually became like a father figure to me, right? So I said, man, if God could put this person in my life to change and have a huge impact on me, then I need to do the same thing. What you could do is you could use your inside arm for your weapons. Stiff arm, get off me. All right, or shiver, whatever you want to use, all right? What happened was I became a student of the game. I knew what the quarterback was doing. I knew what the line was doing. I knew what the receivers were doing. I knew what the fullback was doing, and I knew what I was doing at tailback.
Hey, 3-4.
When you come into a defender, square your shoulders. You're not going to do anything going sideways, all right? And then you can make a move inside out, all right? I'm put here for a purpose, and my purpose is to help young men become men.
Here we go. Far, quads, right, rip, Sam Wheel.
Anchoring the U.S. attack is quarterback Lindell Stone, a Texas native playing his high school ball at Woodbury Forest in Virginia.
Down in Texas, football's a religion, so started playing when I was 4. Didn't really like it at first, but once I kind of got the hang of things and was able to stick it out, my dad kind of made me stick it out, toughen up. And once I kind of got the hang of things, I just fell in love with it.
That love of the game is now in full bloom, evident in the way Stone plays. An aggressive style that favors his strong arm and features the deep ball.
It's not just about like within the lines and those 100 yards, but really how once you step off the field, how football really translates to other parts of your life.
As a junior, Stone threw for nearly 3,500 yards and 39 touchdowns, earning him a scholarship offer to Virginia.
I think leading by example is really the most effective because, you can talk all you want, but if you're not able to actually perform those actions and execute, then no one's going to be able to follow you.
His teammates will also follow Lindell's experience, as this World Championship marks the final step of his storied journey through the national team program. from the regional development camp to the development games and 3 International Bowl appearances.
You're representing your country. Like, you go to any all-star game, it's usually about yourself or kind of just want to do like as best you can. But here, you really want to win, and winning's the #1 priority.
After a loss to Canada in the U-18 level in February, Stone is eager for redemption.
And just playing Canada in this past year National Bowl, I mean, those guys are huge, and so I mean they're really good players. And I think once we go into these games, for guys who really haven't seen these teams as much, just being able to make sure like they don't underestimate the competition, because the teams we're going to play are really good.
As camp draws to a close, bonds are formed.
You're playing for the United States of America. That's incredible to me, man.
Which perhaps have a stronger impact on Team USA's upcoming results than X's and O's.
If we should win, let it be by the code. Faith and honor held high.
Strangers have become teammates. Teammates have become friends, forged in the bonds of shared experience. From ice tubs to chalk talks, slowly a team emerges, where there were once only individuals.
Because it's about to be us versus the world, about to take on the world.
It is the time-honored march that all teams must endure, teaching the lessons that only football can teach.
Day by day, we get better and better, till we can't be beat.
And as they embark on the biggest challenge of their young football careers, all signs point to the pink shoe of this squad being one to be remembered.
Won't